Hi guys, this is your daily tarot reading for Friday the 22nd of May, and I'm using the Trippin Weight Tarot, which is a deck that was self-published, and there's the website, and they've done these really quirky tarot decks that are really cute and fun. This is super bright with really bright colors, and that's something that always goes down very well with me. Let's have a look at Friday the 22nd. We have lots of peace signs. That is the 10 of Pentacles. We have a beautiful Queen of Swords. And not so great 5 of Pentacles, because that has to do with negative circumstances. Altogether, we have the 10 of Pentacles, and this is a really wonderful card that indicates security and regularity in your physical, financial life and the way your world looks. So we've got all of these buildings. They're not going anywhere. They've been there for a long time. Then we have this arch, which is a gate, and it makes this card a gate card in the sense that you're walking into a future, or you're able to magically cross the rainbow here and walk into a circumstance where things are abundant and prosperous and joyous and secure. With the older man here and the dogs, the children, the young couple, you can see the generational shift of having children, making money, spending money on children. Those children then fall in love, have children of their own, and spend money and make things happen work-wise. One of them is a designer, for example. So this is about, trudging the happy path of life for years and years and transitioning into a period where you are established, you have the building that you want, you live in a town that you adore, you're doing a job that you love. Look at the red cloak there. So it's all about wisdom and following your dreams in a practical way. The Queen of Swords is usually very judgmental and quite a difficult energy, because she's got this huge sword and it's like, okay, thanks for the feelings, but we're making a decision here. Thank you very much. She's super harsh. The Queen of Swords is really good to have on board if you struggle to make decisions or if you struggle to speak the truth. Today, you are not going to struggle to speak the truth. But the amazing thing about this Queen of Swords is that she's got all these rainbows, the butterflies. Butterflies are always a symbol of transformation, rebirth, and eternal life, because there's this constant process of changing and transforming and leaving something behind. And that's an archetypal truth that we can all identify with. Like, our lives have cycles and different stages where we are one thing, and then the cycle completes and we become another. The Queen of Swords has insight into that bigger picture, and her decisions that she makes are based on her hopes and dreams. Do you see those little clouds there? The orange clouds in her dress? Her desire to transform into the best possible version of herself that she can be. You've got that butterfly clipped into her hair there. She's wearing pink. It's about what she loves and what she really hopes and dreams, not what she tells people in the job interview. What's your worst trait? Oh, it's that I'm so punctual. People get so annoyed by that. And it's what she really wants. We've got a little Cupid there with blue wings. Maybe to her, freedom is being single, nurturing the inner child and creating art in the world and making a decision to love in that sense. It could be that her genuine hope and dream is to have children and to be a mother. So the Queen of Swords usually isn't associated with the family and love and hopes and dreams. It's interesting that this deck makes her such a positive figure, because now we have the opportunity and potential to transform. Remember, 10 is a transition, to transform your existing physical circumstances by listening to your magical rainbow-colored dreams and ideas, and implementing them into the real world. Initially, that's going to be difficult. The Five of Pentacles is halfway to the 10. So it's doubling what you're doing, or going in a different direction, or really choosing your freedom. Or today, actually, in fact, because the Five of Pentacles represents rejection and hardship and being out in the cold, someone has had to judge them and say, no, you're not welcome here. Bye-bye. That is a negative experience to have. But whenever that happens in your life, automatically you have freedom, because you're out in the cold. Yeah, you're not thinking there, oh, how great it is that I'm free. But eventually, when they get back on their feet, which they will, because 5 is, yeah, as much as a transition as this is, it's like this is the path to getting here. It's like these two become them. The freedom forces them to make do with what they have, instead of going to this church and getting funded by them, or being in this job that funds their lifestyle and has now said, okay, we're closed, you're on your own, bye-bye. Green and pink, the heart. Blue, hopes and dreams. And brown, the earth. So it's the same as these two cards. Listen to your heart and your really impractical hopes and dreams as well. If you've got a ridiculous dream like you want to be the next Marilyn Monroe, then that's your dream. And follow that dream. It might lead you into being Marilyn Monroe in an earnest sense that you could have never imagined before. You wouldn't have the dream if it wasn't supposed to be there for a reason. No dreams are dumb and childish. It's especially those dreams that seem really immature and childish and, oh, only spoiled little me would think that. Do think that. Don't be so hard on yourself. Look at how far you've come already, how you've dealt with difficult situations in the past, how today, if you're asked to go against your own character, your own beliefs, your own values, and you say, I am actually not doing that, I'm not comfortable with that. So let's say you work in a Home Depot store and you're the CEO, vice president, and the main boss says, okay, we're also going to start selling Ouija boards and gambling cards and all of this stuff here, and you're not comfortable with that, and you say, I don't believe in those things, and you get sacked and you have to find another job. Then yes, again, that's freedom. It's standing up for your rights, and it's better today to stand up for what you believe in, even though it may have a negative effect on your finances or your circumstances, because the cards say being yourself today and listening to your hopes and dreams and what you love, and bringing the sword down, saying, this is who I am. Temporarily, it might cause you hardship in the short term, but they're going. It's like the reading starts here, then it goes there, then it's here. So they're themselves, they get kicked out, they have to find new work, they end up in this town, find great work, settle down, see grandpa again, and everything's hunky-dory. That is the long-term outcome. That's the end goal. So if things seem difficult in the here and now, right now, this is an opportunity for anyone who is in a job that they do not absolutely love and adore. This is your day to, first of all, give yourself permission to dream and to realize that you can be this person you want to be, even if the whole world says, no, 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 we don't want you, we don't want you, we don't want you. That's what the world always says. And again, I speak about this a lot, but people say, oh, you know, it didn't work twice, so it must be the universe telling me it's not supposed to happen. I've never agreed with that. I feel that sometimes things come easily and sometimes you have to push. And just because you have to push doesn't mean it's not worth pursuing, or that it's meant to be, it's meant to be a failure. Again, I always go with, I wouldn't have the desire and the ambition and the dream if it wasn't divinely ordained, if there wasn't some sort of positive, transformative result. Because this is at the center, you are love. We have these two influencing the card. So complete financial stability and being happy versus being rejected by other people and having to do it on your own. So even if you don't get rejected by other people and you work for a company, you're able to think for yourself and say, okay, I'm in this job, but I would really like to transition into something I love to do. And don't go with the whole, oh, in this economy, I should just be grateful to have any kind of job. That's absolute rubbish. You create your job that you love in whatever circumstances you're in. So if things are difficult, it's almost that you're forced to think for yourself and do what it is you want. And luckily, that has a positive outcome. Anyone who is in a job that they don't quite know about, you'll know what you feel today. If you're someone who does stand up for their beliefs today and it causes you problems, don't feel like it's the end of the world. There are changes inherent, and they're inherently built into the day. So some circumstances will alter. Make sure that you have a say in how they alter, because you want things to go in the direction of love and doing things in a practical, physical way that bring you joy. So being around the family and the dogs. Number-wise, we've got 10. Court card is 1, so that's 11. And 5 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. 7 is mind and creativity. And that's the Queen of Swords. So make decisions on, do I love to do this? Is this something that brings me more love, or does it bring you aggression and fear? In the long term, is this really something I want to achieve? Yes, I do. But in the short term, it looks like a lot of hard work. Should I be doing this? Yes, you should, because it's the way to get to what it is you love. So if there are obstacles that you have to face, that's fine. You're able to transcend those obstacles and get to where you want. That's the blessing of this day. So you're able to transform through thinking and feeling and being authentic with yourself. So keep that perspective and look at the bigger picture so that you don't get caught up in the here and now and little problems that you've got. Look at the end game, where you want to end up. So I usually say live in the now and don't project into the future. But when something like this comes along, where you can pull the veil back and you can see your magical, true future self. I mean, I'm a Virgo. I want to know what's going on. I would pull that veil back and I'd say, oh, the future me looks so amazing. I'll take a little bit of difficulty to get there. No worries. Yeah, I can tighten my belts and commute if this is going to lead to some wonderful thing. I've done that before in jobs where I've had to, and it's not been enjoyable. But when you do something that you absolutely love, then I really feel that the obstacles are just part of the journey, and it's just part of being on planet Earth. If you read anybody's biography who's been successful in any way, you'll read about the hardships they had to overcome, the difficulties, people saying you'll never make it, especially people who do well, because other people are threatened by them. So they say, oh, you'll never amount to anything, trying to tear other people down. That can be the negative side of the Queen of Swords. But we have these wonderful rainbows and butterflies. So it's about transformation of the self rather than taking other people's inventory, being critical of other people, focusing on what other people should do. No, that's not your remit. That's not your area of expertise. Your area of expertise is, what do I love to do work-wise? And how can I transform my life by working and making it glorious? Ta-da, there's your answer that you'll get today. It'll come via something you see or work that you do or a feeling. So have a wonderful day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please go to the website gregoryscott.com. Hit subscribe. If you like the video, share it online. Have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.